Hi guys, it's Shell, Heart of It All Custom Creations. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button to see future videos. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So today I am going to do breast cancer awareness tumbler with a handle. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start out with this 20-ounce Hogdol tumbler from the Stainless Depot. Everything that I use will be listed in the description box below. This is a sublimation one. It's what I had on hand. And so I'm just going to go ahead and use this. The first thing that I'm going to do is lightly sand this just to rough up that coating that's on there. And it helps the paint and the epoxy and the glitter and the vinyl, everything stick much better. So I am giving this a light sand, and then I am going to clean this tumbler up using 91% rubbing alcohol so that I can get off all that dust and debris. So I am going to use vinyl on just the bottom portion of this, and I'm literally going to butt it right up against that handle. I got this adorable print from Maestra Creations. I've had it for a while and knew that I wanted to save it for this month. So I'm just measuring around to see how much down I need. And then I'm just going to mark it with the pencil. I still cannot find my scrapbook paper cutter, so I'm going to have to use scissors. And I am cutting it just a little bit long so that I can trim off that bottom with my cup edging tool when it's time to do that. So I just take a little pen, mark a spot, and then take my scissors and cut along there just to save the rest of the vinyl. I will be using more of this vinyl a little later just to tie in the whole thing. So I'm removing a little bit of that backing, placing it back on to wrap around my tumbler to make sure that I got it all nice and secure. Once I'm happy with where the vinyl is sitting, I will remove that little backing I cut off and place it down to make sure that I get it as even as possible. Using my squeegee, removing the rest of the backing all the way around and cut off the excess right at that handle. And surprisingly, I did pretty good at lining this up. It's so hard to get these plaids lined up, but I did a pretty good job. So now I'm going to take my Cami Page Boutique cup edging tool and just cut off the little bottom of that. We're going to go ahead and spray paint and glitter the bottom. So I wanted a nice, clean, straight line. And then I'm going to take some of the 2-inch painter's tape and cover up this vinyl so that I can go out and spray paint it. I am going to use the Rustoleum spray paint. I believe this is Sweet Pea, just a very nice light pink. Once that is dry, I mixed up 5 milliliters of Chaos Resin Liquidy Split. And I'm not going to use all 5 milliliters. I just needed enough to cover the painted portion of the tumbler. And I'm going to do a nice even coat all the way around. And then we're going to do a glitter ombre, all pinks, stunning pinks. That goes really, really well with the vinyl we used. Once I am happy with the epoxy coverage, I'm going to start with Flamingo by Peachy Olive Glitters. It is the darkest pink that we're going to use, and I'm going to do the bottom and then right above the where the vinyl is. And we're going to ombre this up into the lightest pink All the colors that I use today is by Peachy Olive Glitters. So make sure if you are interested in any of these colors to check my description box. I am just going around and making sure that I've got the handle and just that bottom part. And then I'm going to start to ombre that flamingo up. And I'm just tilting my tumbler and tapping the bottle so that I can get it to cascade up into where the next color will go. I'm tapping off the excess, gonna clean up my mess, put the remaining back into the bottle so we don't waste it. And then we're gonna move on to the next color, which is Love You by Peachy Olive Glitters. And this pink is just adorable. And all three of these colors really go well together. So I'm doing really pretty heavy in the middle of the tumbler. And then I'm going to tilt my tumbler down to cascade that down into the flamingo and then up into where the painted area is so that we can continue on our ombre. And the last glitter we're going to use is Make It Pink by Peachy Olive Glitters. And this is part of a Christmas bundle that I got. So I don't know if they sell it individually, but I'll make sure if it is, I will list it down below. And then I went really heavy around the top and then going to fill in to, let it cascade down. And then once I'm happy with that, I do go back in with the flamingo just to ombre them colors a little bit better. And I really love how this ombre turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the painter's tape now. I am going to let this completely dry. I want to say about 4 hours. It was ready to go. I didn't need to wait that long, but because of the liquidy split. But I am going to then seal this just using Clear Coat Rustoleum clear spray, and I give it 2 coats of epoxy. After the second coat is done, it is time to add our vinyl. I am going to go ahead and just lightly sand it and clean this up. There was just a few spots that needed sanded. And then I'm cut this strip out at 0.250. I really wanted it to be bigger, but I wasn't accounting for the handle, so it kind of looks, goes up onto the handle a little bit, but I made it work. And then the bottom strip around the bottom, I cut this out at 0.125 and smooth sailing there. And then for the actual decals, I used that same vinyl, the checkered vinyl, to cut out pumpkins. And I just really wanted to tie in that to the bottom part of the tumbler. So the first thing I'm going to do is just check my spacing again. I am going to attach the leaves I cut out in green vinyl to the stem in the little curlicue thing I cut out in like a beige color because I didn't have brown. And then add it to the pumpkins all together. Then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the front of the tumbler. I remove my transfer tape and then move on to adding the skeleton hands. I just thought this was the cutest thing. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is add on the words. It says save the pumpkins, and then at the end it has a ribbon. I ended up cutting this way too big. It ended up going in through the handle, so I did end up changing that, taking it off, and resizing it so that it fit much better. On the back side of this tumbler, I am just putting a ribbon, breast cancer awareness ribbon, and then on the very bottom of the tumbler, I do put a smaller ribbon as well. And of course, I was out of frame for this. But once I change the writing and make it smaller, I do seal it with the CC DIY Quick Coat, so none of that vinyl lifts. Give it 2 final coats of epoxy, and this is what we have. I am so obsessed with how the ombre turned out, and this is just so beautiful, I think, and definitely a very good reminder to breast cancer. So this will be available on the website if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a great big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.